All right, round one here, and we have the choice, which is exactly what we want. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good hand. So we get to go Hoplite into Skyguard and do some battle-wise Valoring. So quite the good hand. Could also just go Hoplite into battle-wise Valor and Scry immediately, as well as um, pump our dude, but I don't think that's quite necessary yet. So let's just get in with the Hoplite. Always better to pump out threats first, in my opinion. Could actually do the Philosopher, but I think the Skyguard. We have tricks we can top deck into to make the Skyguard even better. Little black-red. Death Bellow Raider. Alright. Could attack into it and use the Valor to I don't think we're playing around Drown in Sorrow just yet. I think what we do is attack with Skyguard. And let's play the Athlete. Could also do the Philosopher, but I want to keep my options open here. We're not playing around the Scouring Sands spell either. Um, Typically, I mean, Drown in Sorrow is uncommon, so I don't want to play around that until I have to, if that makes sense. Could just be playing against the Minotaur deck, in which case we've got a good little race going. Yeah, we are playing against it. Okay. Now that one is worth using a Battle-Wise Valor on, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, no blocks, so we'll get in for 4, follow up with Labyrinth Champion. I could also Battle-Wise Valor plus Philosopher. Yeah, that's pretty good. We get to scry as well as deal a lot of damage and get another threat. But maybe it's not necessary yet. I don't know. Let's hold off. Let's get the Lab Champ out there. All right. Just going for the race. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Got a lightning strike out of the way. That's not bad either. All right. Not the most exciting. Let's get in for 4. And we'll play a Philosopher, and we'll leave up the Battle-Wise Valor. Still ahead of the race. He's probably sitting on a Kragma Warcaller, which... No, I guess if he was, he would have played it. Alright. It's leaving back the Ragemonger this time. Okay. Probably makes sense. Okay. So he does have another Minotaur. He's got double Minotaur going. So, I was debating whether I want to Battle-Wise Valor upkeep, and then I can make it so his War Chanter can't block, but then I still can't really get in super effectively. So I think what we do is just untap, draw, Fanatic. Yeah, not quite that good right now, but certainly not bad. I think we just go ahead and swing with guess we swing with Skyguard, leave back the rest of the team, play Fanatic, and see what he does. Alright, he's currently leaving back some blockers. I believe we have lethal. I think what we want to do is upkeep, do the Battle-Wise Valor, so we get to scry before we draw, potentially finding another thing. But I think we actually want to hit the Arena Athlete, turn off his War Chanter blocks, and then we can crack in with everything. He only has one blocker. If he blocks our biggest guy, he still definitely takes lethal. He's got to have removal for a couple guys. Yeah, I think this is the right pick. So we're going to do this guy. We're going to make it so War Chanter can't block. Even if he kills our Arena Athlete, we still got the value. If it's a land, we can bottom it. Archetype of Courage, very good here. Let's leave that on top. Play it. This way he can't really effectively trade either. Alright, so we got game one playing against Black-Red Minotaurs, which means Peak Eruption. Very good. Anything bad against him? Admittedly, the Satyr's not great. He seemed to have a lot of 3 toughness guys, but these can at least trade with them at the cost of a lot of life. But I assume he's fairly... He's got a lot of Minotaurs, I'm sure. Do I want to run the... Philosopher's looking pretty bad. Everything he played had 3 toughness. That's making the Philosopher look worse than, say, Sun Chaser. He didn't have any flying, So we could just do a swap Sunchaser for Philosopher, and it's just easier to get in with this. This also feeds our Devotion a little bit better. We still have to make another cut if I want to bring in the Peak Eruption, which I think I do. He had a 5-drop at least, so perhaps we cut the other Philosopher. Then we kind of lower our creature count a little bit, but it's probably still okay. We still have all the cheap creatures we want. Philosopher's just a little bit underwhelming in general, so yeah, I'm probably okay with this. I don't see any problems with this, really. Let us try game 2. Alright, we're in game 2, but unfortunately we have to mulligan. That would have been a sick keep if we had the lands. Not the greatest, but we are going to keep it. Our opponent mulliganed as well, which helps. Alright, no mulligans here. Opponent is keeping at 6 and playing first. Hopefully we can draw a satyr here. That would be the best, I think. I would also settle for a Pegasus, or I guess any of our 1-drops, really. Alright, and not the most exciting. I'd kind of rather have the Rollicker for heroic effects rather than get a Mons Goblin Raiders. Uh-oh. It's got a 2-3. Let's see what we draw here. May play the Everflame Eidolon just to get a 2-drop. Eek! That was like the worst draw we could have gotten. Yeah, let's drop the Eidolon. Not thrilled here, but I figure better have something to pressure him. Uh-oh. Wingseed Rider. Alright, just leave that on top. And staying back here sucks. Could also Rollicker and attack in. He cracks back for 4. Then our Wingseed Rider gets a lot worse, but I don't know. I don't think we have luxuries here. I think we got to go for it. Let's go for the race. Alright. It's not the worst. Alright, so I think we slam the Fanatic because he probably wants to make the trade here. Otherwise, I guess I could do Wingseed Rider and then I can potentially trade on the backswing and get a Rollicker out of the deal. I guess that's not that bad. But then I don't get the Fanatic value. If I get Fanatic value right now is like a Lightning Bolt plus a 4-2. That's pretty good. Lightning Bolt plus 4-2. He could, if he doesn't block crackback for, let's do it. I want to get some Fanatic value. And even if he trades here, we get a 1/1 for chumping. Could have left him back, I guess, to block the two-headed Cerberus, but I didn't want to have to deal with tricks, really. Alright. This isn't that bad, actually. We're just going to chump block our Fanatic, prevent 4 damage to ourselves. That could have been way worse later, I think. Because I don't think I was going to block anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't Portent and he just attacked us, I wasn't going to trade off my Fanatic. This really isn't that bad. So, I am going to lose my Rollicker, but I prevent 4 damage to myself. He kind of already did his job anyway. Yeah, this isn't that bad. Oh, sweet, and we get a Battle-Wise Valor, so get to swing in with Fanatic. Get to play the Wingsteed Rider and pass, and leave up Battle-Wise Valor. We can get in for 9 technically next turn. He has lethal with a Titan strength, kind of motivating me to Battle-Wise Valor, because then it's actually still a trade. Alright, but he's leaving it back, so that sort of, to me, is indicative that he doesn't have anything. I could block in Valor here. I don't think I want to. So I could upkeep Battle-Wise Valor, the Wingsteed Rider, and still have a chance to get the Fated Conflagration online if we see a red source. Let's do that. I could also leave it up for two-headed Cerberus, which really isn't that bad either, is it? I do kind of want to fix my draw at the same time. This is debatable. If he has Lightning Strike, I feel like using it on our Wingsteed Rider. No, I guess he knew I had the 2 mana open. Maybe we just go for it. I Battle-Wise Valor the Wingsteed Rider. See if we can get the red source for the Fated Conflagration, get in for 9, and kill his dude. Or we just wait and use it as a combat trick. Let's do that instead. Could actually just trade the two-headed. I'm kind of debating just wanting to trade the Cerberus for the Fanatic. My reasoning is I can follow up with the Labyrinth Champ, and then I can use Valor for more value later. Does that make sense? Maybe I just want to preserve my Fanatic, but if he has Lightning Strike, he could blow us out fairly well. I guess if he has Lightning Strike... That's a tough one. Or Titan Strength. No, let's just trade. Well, he hasn't done anything yet. I guess we Valor. I guess we Valor. This is a tough one. Alright, didn't have it. Is Sun Chaser good? Looking for something a little bit better than that. He let me resolve the scry too. Wow. Well, this was going to be a tough one, regardless. Having the hero's downfall there was way good for him. Ah. All right. Got us. Pretty perfect pretty perfect play on his side. I wish I had a little more options there, but I don't think that was going to pan out for us, unfortunately. All right, well, he shoved his foot down our throat that time. Let's see if we can do something a little bit better here in Game 3. Yeah, I think we're still the same. Yes, I would like to play first. Where's all our 1-drops? We're going to keep this, but I'd really like to know where all our 1-drops are. Well, it is a 1-drop. I think we're going to go Peak Eruption. Especially with no 2-drop. That's ideal here. Could go Fanatic. It's pretty strong. Could also do Arena Athlete. Can do Flame Speaker Adept. I think we build towards the Fanatic, so let's start with the Flame Speaker. Alright. I think we can actually just bestow... Could save it, but I think we just bestow and then drop Arena Athlete. Getting in here for 3 is pretty good. And then Fanatic turns into a 4 damage dude, which is pretty good. Whip of Erebus. Yeah, that's pretty good too. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. Oh, God, I hope he leaves it back. There's really no reason to leave it back here. Yeah, that's much smarter. Alright, well, we're still not in terrible shape, but I must admit, Whip is pretty solid against us. Battle-wise, Valor would be pretty sick, making that Flame Speaker Adept that much crazier. That, on the other hand, not the greatest, but actually not that bad. We get to drop Fanatic, do all that, get in for 5. If he Kragma Warcallers, we get the Lightning Strike, which is beautiful. Cyclops of One-Eyed Pass, also not that big of a deal, especially since we're just going to kill it. I'm trying to think if we have lethal here, actually. Lightning Strike. I mean, we definitely want to kill the Cyclops. Can't let him gain 5, really. That's pretty good. Looks like we got there. Was not an easy match, though, by any means. That guy had a good deck. Whip and Hero's Downfall. That guy did good for himself. All right, we'll see you round 2.